times of Magnum's time with the black and orange.
Okay, EP on defense, Fnatic on attack.
He stands on the other
what a
side
big game
of the
this is.
server, ready to surpass them. It's from the defense that Enterprise will begin this one, and it's the early A brawl.
And it is. Enterprise ready to meet it, but Fnatic shown elsewhere. And happy to wait for any re-aggression. Enterprise happy to entertain this as the ball drops, ready to go. Lime takes away the attention, and Causey strikes first. His first blood in VCT and Alluri as well. Enterprise not stopping, but
dude, why did so many individual Joes?
Causey with 3, but Boaster left all alone.
39 HP. Causey did incredible here.
Credited for a clutch, but as we know, this is a Fnatic out of sorts.
Not the start that Alpha wanted there.
Classic.
Dude, we're getting everything for this as well. That's nice.
On a Sheriff, Magnum a Ghost, and while there is some disconnect between the defenders, still a Vice setup that he has to get past if he wants to plant on C.
The game volume up a bit. I can do it. Let me do it.
In the video put out on socials about how results recently have left him doubting himself and his own ability and what he can do for the team.
Trying to look for a kill before anything happens.
Of the past
as we can see, he's not really going to find anything.
I think one of the biggest things for me that stood out about that video is saying he didn't have any impact, and a clutch here would obviously be huge for them, but Enterprise have already started to show that they're not afraid.
20 seconds, going to start running soon.
Putting on the pressure early, and Boaster drifting all the way in behind. Doesn't have too much time left here to get the A plant off. He's just outside of audible range though from Causey. As he breaks his way back into B, he can get the spike down.
Both players here in the spike. And Magnum playing at the back of Causey, who's had 3 already, and 1 body shot from that Sheriff would make it 4.
Nade is back up here, so it's precious utility into the retake.
Should he need it? Should be an easy trade game. Boaster needs to try and get 1 very clean. Causey should be that fight, but expect some backside. Oh, a little bit dangerous. Boaster's on 2 HP, and Causey will get 4.
What a start from Causey. Managed to get an orb on top of this as well. 2 away from his ult.
Is another level, and he shows it in the first round.
Yeah, and I mean, we're constantly going to be talking about this guy
I mean, stat-wise, this guy might be one of the best to ever do it.
From this point.
At least in Tier 2. And normally when this translates over, it's not that different.
He wasn't eligible to play challenges at the start of the year.
Like if you're farming in Tier 2, you normally farm to a similar level in Tier 1, really.
Just come back to this pistol quickly and talk
I'm
about
doing a little better because obviously the support system's a bit better.
Enterprise knowing exactly what Fnatic are going to be trying to do with that chamber.
All he has to do is get 2 here.
Peaks, and as you can see at the barrier again already, TP set up and player presence behind it.
Slime the one to meet it. He is more of the scoped weapon player. And happy to concede.
He was born in 2010. It's crazy, isn't it? It's finally time for you guys to feel like the young.
I was going to say, look to overwhelm Enterprise here defending the A site. It's only Lime playing on spot right now. Magnum just off the shoulder with his flash, but stalled out by the util as it stands. And you're looking at building up ults here. Causey's realistically the closest, but Magnum getting another. And Patatek making his return to the stage with a couple of kills as well. It's an in-zone flawless.
2 armor rebuys.
Putting 1 foot in front of the other.
Kind of good for Fnatic that the Raze ult didn't get online. I guess that's the only like positive right now.
13 odd last week, but overall, I mean, it is Fnatic at the end of the day. You have bad maps.
Bro was born after Minecraft. Is that how you...
Yeah, I think that was
that's where your mind went.
Why, I picked into them today on the talent prediction side of things at least. But because...
Oh, I've got to try and defend myself.
No, I'm just being clear cut. It's like the difference between Fnatic and Pacific is you don't believe Pacific are going to win until they do. You don't believe Fnatic are going to lose until it actually happens. And
it's a big start right there.
Outlaw finds a kill
Alpha's getting completely owned. The chamber's not hitting right now.
That's crazy. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. Let's see Causey though, rifle in hand and playing from stairs. This Fnatic scale towards the A site. Good mid-rounding from Alluri, and Causey just misses his chance. So, same time, Enterprise have been scaling all the way through C, and Kayak needs to be careful.
Hasn't quite heard the steps here either, has Kayak, so may find that Fnatic are led back into trouble, but Crashies does well to
Joe.
deal with the backline, and now Kayak's received his invitation
These guys are so
to take
committed.
this fight from B main. A collapse coming in from the attack, and it's
they
very
got a bit
well
eager on the
handled in
bonus.
the end. Sorts of things which Fnatic need to be aware of here, as a team running high on confidence. Has been
The
punished
Bosta
this
classic
time
though,
around.
once they
I think
push, go clear
Fnatic
them.
just need to bring it back to basics. They go and challenge the push behind them after Crashies had already got the initial kill, bringing it just to 2 players strong. Now a retake for Causey and Alluri, Initiator and Julius, but
This,
both
I mean, this
players
is fine in the bonus.
completely apart from each other.
Yeah, and without too many tools here, of course, Alluri does have the flash. Causey, couple blast packs, maybe a chance to clear out some space with the boom bot, but nothing.
This one, yeah, they
round
definitely could have given
defining
raise
here,
plant.
you wouldn't feel. Kayak has the insurance policy of his own nade, of course, as a little bit of damage already dealt onto
And
these
Crashies
players.
is
Cloud
very
hit
low
on
after the
back line
spam.
and taken out of play. Makes it a 2 versus 3. Still not irretrievable.
He's on site
here
as
for
well.
Enterprise, but time is their biggest enemy.
Oh, mate,
and
I'm
Fnatic
telling you that
favoured from
had
that position
potential.
in the
13
end.
HP,
First
17
round for them on
HP.
Lotus.
Couple players close to death there, but lucky to get through into the next one. This is where Enterprise start to bring the full buy. I saw Lane there dancing with the idea of an operator, but decides against it, going for the rifle.
Already see a couple smiles on the face of the Fnatic
I'm
players.
standing up. They don't know. They don't know. Project Mary is sending them home.
Boaster was talking as well about keeping the vibes up, and it looks like he's been able to do that here, but into the first full
One
gun
away
round
from
between
both the
teams,
raises.
This would be the difference maker. Early
Ooh,
util
straight
on
up
the Enterprise
spam.
side, and actually Crashies
Oh,
does
and the
find
nade
one through the
Teva hit.
wall, and Kayak
And that
with
was
the nade,
the
it's a
raise that
double
was going to
entry
have ult.
for the attack, but one which they don't immediately move off.
How many times has Fnatic faced in a resistance? Magnum, though, stepping in front of his utility.
You can see with the TP across, he is
a great
vulnerable
shot
from
from Magnum.
multiple angles.
Phantom tax.
And yeah, it's Alfia down to just 10 HP. You can see again what Fnatic's approach is, trying to work the map. And to talk about this comp change as well, a little bit more, that role swap between Cloud and Crashies. I mean, it's crazy to even say, but Fnatic effectively ran the exact same comp the first 50 officials that they had on this map. So, sign of the times, maybe the deviation looking to try and get a result.
A nice group up from these though.
But already here,
Group
it
up
is
from the
Crashies that
two,
has
and
been
the flash hits, they know
identified
there's
on
someone
A,
in
but
this box.
slipping under the radar as Enterprise are looking to flank back into the C site, which is now open.
Crashies going to be extremely late
30
on
seconds
being
left.
a joker card should he pivot into that. So Enterprise with a chance, but it is just a chance.
And it's Magnum trying to play
Spike
first
planted.
after breaking the trap. He's
Ooh,
diligent on the
it's
clear,
unlucky.
but caught by Alfia in transition. Second layer to this is Patatech. You start to wonder whether Enterprise are looking for something more scorched earth here than a round result,
very nice.
because it's only Alluri left now. Alfia again handling that flank with ease, and he'll make
Yeah,
it
it's
three
good.
before the
Good
round
confidence from Alpha
concludes.
as well. Got a lot of
Even
kills here on 10
HP. Still good for it. The top performer, the best of a bad bunch perhaps for them so far this stage, but exactly the guy that you want on form.
Two apiece, rifle rounds, majority in Fnatic's favour.
The nade Teva was perfect here.
Yeah, nicely done.
One enemy.
And that's the thing for Fnatic so far.
Nice boys. They don't know. They don't know. Project Mary is sending them home.
After every round?
Was he singing? I don't know. Is it Project Hail Mary is sending them home?
I don't know. But the point I was going to make is that Fnatic need to keep it simple, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Bro, that is not Ryland Grace.
Please stop. Amazing.
Well, let's see. It could be heading into rocky waters very soon as Enterprise getting aggressive on C. Flash into the next match.
God, that
into
flash
the next
wrecked
universe,
him, man.
perhaps, as Boaster gets another
Good
2K.
recovery from Bosta.
And yeah, look, Fnatic playing together as a unit, I think this is something that we really wanted to see coming out of the last series. Then again, there weren't really any issues with their attack at the start of Summit. And the longer this one goes on, the more they're under the microscope in my eyes.
Ooh, Patatech managing to catch Alpha off guard, but realistically, you've got Sheriff beaten and Outlaw. So
Last
Magnum,
player standing.
he's not got much chance here.
Good for the money.
In towards
Good for the
Postman.
money,
By
good for the
Fnatic so far.
ults. Cloud 2 away as well.
Absolutely. And I mean, look, if they want to make it all the way back,
Insane recovery.
the lead now for the first time on Lotus, Enterprise's map pick, but of course, a favourite of theirs in the past. It is going to be a bit of a Hail Mary, Cairo, because they're without champs points, something that they've enjoyed throughout the years, often stage 1 winners in EMEA. It's 7 wins in a row if you want to get to the grand final for the automatic qualification spot. So
They don't know! They don't know! Project Hail Mary is sending them home.
okay. I think the message has been received.
How many in a
We're gonna replay it every single
No,
round.
man. Look, if it keeps them going, then he can do it as much as he wants.
That's true.
Ops are out in this round though. It's a big exchange on 8.
Lime not getting his chance.
I mean, they were looking for it though.
Flexible player in his time.
Great
Alpha,
shot, man. That was
yeah,
fast
does
as well.
not miss there. Brilliant shot. And
Oh, it's
Lime
nice
on
from
as
Alpha,
well.
heating up.
Alpha, yeah. A player known for his rifling. Brings out the operator.
I think many will remember his chamber performance in Toronto for some of the flicks that he showed with a scope weapon there.
True, true. The KG clip with
Yeah,
Marshall.
and I think that's another thing to mention as well. The reason why this change-up feels so big to me, at least, is he was always one of the best anchor players in the world. Not just the rifling, but yeah, the Killjoy in particular on this map, something beloved of
EP
his.
timeout? Yeah, I think so.
And on this C site where Fnatic are getting interested. Enterprise have collected some information on Crashy, sorry.
Oh,
As he
crackies.
does crack open the site with the wall break.
Yeah, managed to crack open a couple of skulls. Alluri, the other player here. Causey on the other side doing well. Managing to get back into this game, and Alpha not
Whoa,
given the
really?
chance.
2v5 at its
Showstopper
peak and they
good,
pop
that strike's
ults.
still on the
Oh
ground.
my god, he
Causey
gets
still takes
another.
alive before
And
he
he's got
goes to the
Seekers, he's
rocket.
popping Seekers here
So
for
makes this a
sure.
1 versus 1. Alluri with Seekers and a flash to come back in if he wants to try and overwhelm Kayak, and that's exactly what he goes for. Kayak looking for an early fight.
Good from Kayak.
Yeah, but only
Insta
takes
break
away
the
the
Seekers,
so
gives him a bit of
information
room.
Gone. Alluri needs to make sure he doesn't get caught
That
off
was very nice
guard.
from Kayak.
And well,
Instantly
unfortunately, he
running at
will.
him. Pop the
Kayak
Seekers. I was going to
showing
say,
the form
he
that
probably
we
should like give him a
expect
little
of
bit of time
Gets
first to
that
get set
operator
in
back
somewhere and
Alpha,
then
yeah.
pop
Yeah,
Seekers.
just another
But
one of those players on the Fnatic side, which we know
he should have delayed his
can
Seekers a
be
little bit, but
so
Kayak plays it
impactful
so
on
well.
their day, but we've just not seen
Made
it
double ult
so
into this
far
one as
this
well. It's a big
stage.
round for Fnatic to win.
It was Alpha's round to start things off. Lovely double opener from the operator. And into these clutch situations is where Kayak was often delivering for them in the past. So great to see him contribute a little more.
Force them down to an
The
eco.
thing
Still no
for
timeout, by the way.
Enterprise is, for me, they need
Going
to
for
get
the Frost
Causey into more
approach.
of these duels. They need to get him into positions where he can threaten. Because we've seen it there.
Nice shot.
Anchoring did so well. Nice shot.
He's
Spot
all
on
over
again.
him.
I mean, it's only Sheriffs at the end of the day.
Wait, was that through a smoke, the second one as well?
I'm not sure.
Holy.
We'd have to go back and take a look at it, but Fnatic, maximum punishment on this round. Using the op and outlaw to great effect. These C finishes have been fairly straightforward for them in the last few rounds or so.
With a fade
Always an
plant, they
outlet.
get a fade ult.
As it's Magnum that they've consistently
Mate.
been hitting into.
Cloud, wake up. Go get your plant.
Now, time to prioritise ultimates. Cloud Game is
Spike
online
planted.
now as well. So Fnatic in a very scary position. Causey making his long way round. 2 versus 5. So it's
Should they time out here? Yeah, they time out here.
multi-farming for Fnatic.
Yeah, I mean, you say ulti farming, there's only one more that they can farm.
Yeah.
So I think that's a big talking point, especially for the next timeout, which you don't feel is too far away here on the Enterprise side. Kayak hunting him down. It's the nade that'll put the final nail in the coffin there, and Crashies
Nice.
to wrap it all up neatly. Fnatic put everything in place and past those first couple of rounds, they have not missed the mark.
They haven't, they have not. And I think we're in timeout territory for Enterprise. Time for an intervention.
What's the second one
from
here?
Coach Ito Pata.
Yeah,
Some might
okay.
remember from his time on Apex 23, confirmation it was through the smoke, and obviously from his time on Leviathan.
Yeah, interesting
When I
little
play with
interaction.
1600 operator, it shit's so smooth.
Just ironing it all out, and yeah, seems to be working for Alpha so far. Yeah, interesting interaction, obviously. Desmo was Itopata's replacement at
Yes.
Leviathan, the current assistant coach on the Fnatic side. And yeah, when we talk about these teams being in very different trajectories
1600,
right
talk about
now,
DPI.
Enterprise have not lost a game since bringing in Patatech. And more importantly, they have only lost one event that they've entered all year, and that was in Stage 2, when they'd already qualified for Stage 3, which, you know, not to go on explaining it forever, was the most important stage that they had to play.
Yeah, of course. And I mean, conversations to be had about
Does the
whether
change roles make them better?
Enterprise were
I mean, looking
for a
like
little
it.
bit of a break heading into that Stage 3 and whatever, but I mean, they still played their hearts
I think
out. They took their break,
Crashies
and
is a
Fnatic
little
had
more
even said, "Listen,
self-sufficient.
we are going to have dips in form. It's not always going to be at the tippy top."
I don't think Boast is ever going to have to micro
And
him.
obviously on the flip side, you've
Which
got
means
this
you can
Fnatic
focus
team
on
in
the more
turmoil,
important
which
stuff,
people
I
are
feel
saying
like.
are at rock bottom right now. Of course, there is still a lower bracket beneath them, but a chance to turn things around in the play-ins, and an opportunity for us in this round to get a listen and hear what exactly is going on inside the server between the players, and we'll be getting that in just a moment.
Toxin screen down.
Back to Austin, you go take the C.
Wait, I'll
Alfie
talk
on
room
C,
back.
okay, Cloud?
Dogging B, can you break? Dogging B?
Yeah, I'll break.
I have to believe. They're playing for a front B then.
Dog B, Jake. That means no one towards B.
I blind if they come to reclares.
Yeah,
Race C, race C.
I don't.
Man,
They one
Oh,
way C,
I
they one
don't
way. We
think-
cannot,
I
man,
don't
C,
think-
boys.
Oh, that's a problem.
we cannot take C right now.
Ah, shite.
I'm coming.
Wait, leave me alone, leave me alone.
I wanna
Go,
pick
go,
this
go.
with
No,
you.
leave me
There's
alone.
top on A.
Ball up.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, walling up.
Vice is on
Boys,
A.
boys,
with
just
Neon
listen.
Close your
rotating,
wall.
please.
Let's
Down.
move the guy away from C, okay?
You have it, yeah?
Yeah,
I'm gonna walk across. I'm gonna walk. There's probably gonna be a wall on me, but wait.
Okay, one behind mound and two on
I
C
can't see
still,
right now.
boys.
I'm walking up with. Yeah, there's a wall. There's a wall. I'm just gonna cross it.
Cloud, just don't
Steady.
race your other one.
Oh, sorry.
Wall down. Wall down. Yeah, wall down. Yeah.
There is still
We can
two
double
on C,
pick
two
stairs.
on
Hold my stairs. Hold my stairs.
I will in a second. Tag, wait.
Gonna be on
I will
side
take
probably.
it.
Boys, we will end B, pressure A and B. Pressure A and B.
Nice.
Nice, there's one more.
I'm going
Vice.
with you. I'm going with you. Should be Vice, yeah.
I have timing.
Could be tree. I'm nading drop.
I will clear.
One tower.
Heaven.
I have timing on B, boys.
No, we're gonna go.
Okay, okay.
I have full stairs right now.
Did he cross or no?
They can
Yes.
cross their backside now.
Okay, I'm gonna plant safe, okay?
And tiki-taka, boys.
Hold my stairs. I'm planning safe.
I have full stairs.
Jesus.
I'm gonna do falling cliff. Listen, I'm gonna do falling cliff on 3.
1B.
And one pig.
I will. Nade B.
Denver is 1 HP, guys.
Dude, the boombot came back for more.
One is main.
Flash in 3. I'm molling 3. Hey, I'll flash short, guys. Flashing 3, 2, 1. Pop.
I'm halving it, guys.
Yeah, I'll pick on Kosi. Last 1 HP, boys.
TP. Not sure why. Oh.
Very nice.
And a nice
God,
kill
sounded
by Alluri, finish
hectic
things off
over
with 3
towards the
on
Fnatic
board, and
camp.
Enterprise getting 3 of their own.
Yeah.
So overall, Hazard, what's your thoughts?
Well, it's an instant response from the timeout, which is exactly what Enterprise
let me
would have
check
been
now.
looking for, and they don't concede the first blood this time around. Lime's operator was exactly what helped set them on the right trajectory, and yeah, from the comms perspective, I think on the Fnatic side, definitely felt very busy, very panicked at times, I think.
go!
Interesting to see how involved Cloud is in some of that mid-rounding as well. I think just a slight error. The wall there or something got called through. But Fnatic set back by a round, and now you're starting to wonder if they can keep building this lead which they have on the attack. It's Alpha's op out early, but
Trying to give
not
him another
giving
pick.
anything. TP's away.
Yeah, operator.
Too many
Still
cooks in the
hanging
kitchen.
around.
It's not even that. It's just like
Spike not
it's so,
committing anywhere.
it's so
Alpha, you
cluttered
needs to
with
be
comms that
careful.
don't
We
need to
can't lose
happen
this
that
position.
everyone's just talking over
If
each other.
Enterprise start to move forwards, they could have control of Spike. Not the case. Line now on the C line.
It's this operator again, which got Enterprise back on track, and with Lime making his long-awaited
Clouded.
debut
Yeah,
in
that's
the top
always
flight
one way to do it.
of the VCT. It's looking to have impact here, and Fnatic shepherded into a corner of the map. The Spike still left behind under the watchful eye of Alpha, but no commitment yet made, and Enterprise have full control of the extremities.
I mean, even in control of B
Yeah,
to
with
an
Alluri
extent.
there too,
Yeah.
right? Just ties this all together.
I mean,
100 Thieves
two
are some of the
flashes
worst
there.
comms in one
One
event,
orb
mate.
off the Seekers.
I don't think you've listened to their
Looks like
comms
they walk
recently.
Back in towards Causey and Patty Tech.
You've been listening to like year-old
The wall to disguise how many players
voice
are
comm
there.
videos.
Alluri should be the first responder to this. Patitek committed to the ult to get himself out of dodge.
If you
from
think that's
rubble.
bad comms, I would love to hear
Aussie
your rank games.
Alerted to the push coming in, but it has to be Patitek here to get past
Must
Fnatic.
be the cleanest
beat them in
shit
his last
non-demand.
appearance against them, but couldn't do it this time.
10 seconds
Shut
left.
down on the opening fight, and Enterprise here ready to flood back in, but thinned out is the herd one by one. Boaster trading But Kayak not too far behind to keep them stable
Oh,
here.
it's a
Kozzy,
good triple swing on
just
that.
another 1-for-1, and Enterprise consistently trailing after that first engagement. Lime in a 1 versus 3, which he will not opt to entertain. And so Fnatic instantly reply.
Straight back into the mixer, but it's how weak that A side was. I mean, obviously there's a bit of a crunch coming through. Oof, nice shot by Alpha, but with Boaster TP
Money?
deep.
Feels like it's in the bin, right?
Alpha, yeah, preferring the other skin, swapping out. So 6-3, Fnatic still in the lead. And at the same time, we've also got to consider that Lotus could find itself attacker-sided, few and far between the rounds on the defense because of that 3-site map, and how quickly the attack can move around it.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's definitely a question of when we do get to the side swap, what's that interaction going to look like with the chamber? How aggressive are Fnatic being? How much info are they taking for themselves? Because right now, Enterprise certainly not afraid to show face. This
Trying to act big over towards A, push them into C.
For Crashies, just to try and see if he can catch one of those overextensions as Enterprise make themselves known outside of C.
Yeah, but it's Crash's operator who, I mean, or not even operator, it's Outlaws.
Nice, man.
Yeah,
He's been consistently playing.
Yeah, he's been enjoying the ecos.
Alluri dipping away, not wanting to give too much away, and Fnatic at every point in time at this point
Bring them down.
have punished aggression that Enterprise are trying to put on them.
I think honestly, they're just keeping it really simple.
As someone who has no ranked experience, surely the rank comms are less crowded
all of
because
the
no one's
comms
saying
surrounding
anything. That's true.
That disappointing result.
Depends how many crew
the other
players you get in your
week
rank
was
games.
just that
I'm sorry,
need to
that's
start
bad.
killing
That was
them,
bad
need
planning.
to start shooting back, really.
That's the last.
That
That's
was
the
call
last
to
crew
action
dig I
from
do. I
Boaster,
promise.
And individually, this one already looking a bit better. So Alpha triggering the A wall. Magnum can't do
Still,
anything to stop the
still
scale.
gets out of that.
Fnatic
That was
in a
not what was
perfect position
planned.
to convert this one now.
I mean, Alluri is the rifle player.
30 seconds left.
If there is to be anybody to do something, I mean, Patitek only with a sheriff, but does have a blind.
One enemy
Dude,
remaining.
how is Alpha alive in these rounds, man?
Anything, Patitek
What
with
is
just a
this?
Sheriff. And I think at this point in time, it's all but done.
Yeah, smoked out of play. Shouldn't be anything left for him in this one. But again, not against the best of buys. It's an in-zone flawless, which Fnatic will put away. Keeping Enterprise honest more than anything else. And I think these last couple of rounds are going to be massively influential as to where Lotus concludes, Cairo, because you've already mentioned attack versus defender side. Looking at Enterprise here, not really seeing the same kind of cohesion from them as we were
They
in the
don't
first
know.
few rounds.
They don't know. Project Hail Mary is sending them home.
I think
Can
they're
we-
slowly starting to realise.
Yeah, I was like, can we stop recording? Now,
Everyone in the
stop
team's like,
recording,
oh, man.
please.
They don't know, Cairo!
They don't know, and I mean, it feels like Enterprise don't know how to deal with Fnatic at the moment.
It's Alpha years.
How many first picks is he getting?
Yeah, well, Boaster's managed to get by the wall on B, and Magnum needs to be careful because he's going to walk right in towards Boaster. Did have an idea, but not quick
Yeah,
enough to
Seekers
react.
just came in a little too late.
Boaster.
Not
got
even
him.
that, but maybe shouldn't be
But it
peeking
is
on
a
it.
5 versus 3 in the gun round. Illuri's trying to make a move.
Hero
with this.
play.
It's a mess instead.
Dude, they're going for hero plays. They're desperate.
Flooding back out through the smoke. And the rest of Enterprise are disconnected. They're calling out for a hero, and often that comes in the form of
Don't do
Kozzy.
it.
He has the showstopper.
I know you're
It's still a
considering it. Don't do
2v4.
it.
I've seen him bring it into winnable positions before.
Oh.
Manages to keep himself alive, a little bit awkward on the face, and
Nicely
Alpha
done
here
from
brings
Alpha.
him straight out into the observer screen. Patitek with the only rifle left and probably trying to save up here. That is the case. Only able to escape with one. At this point in time, has it?
Dude, it's insane recovery. Feels like so recently that it looked like they were going to lose the bonus.
Unlosable for Fnatic.
It's absolutely crucial that Enterprise can bank on this one as well, because only 3 rounds a return on the defender's side. Their own map pick, important to reiterate. Yes, Fnatic have a history better than most here on Lotus. One which hasn't felt all too
Is
reliable in
Fnatic
recent
looking good? They're
times.
looking pretty good, man.
They're good for it today on an occasion which shouldn't require
Alpha's just
any
getting first
additional
kills
motivation
all over
after
the
being
all over the
dragged
shot.
through the dirt by, you know, everyone. Had Max dumpster diving before the game began.
They don't know. They don't know. Project Hail Mary is sending them home.
Little less energy on that one.
Yeah, I think they're starting to get to the
I mean, he's committed to the bit though.
I certainly
I gotta respect the commitment.
You are livid.
I'm not livid, I'm just like...
It's rent-free. It is rent-free.
How many times are we going to show it?
Okay, now you're gonna have to show it all the time. If it's
So for
annoying the
this position,
casters,
Fnatic have
I'm
done
in for
very
it
well
every
to
round.
space out those ultimates which they had. Alfier on the tour de force and crashes with a pit if it gets to it. Still rocking the Outlaw, which again has consistently been a thorn in the side of Enterprise, and their active game plan, as you can see, 2 players in B main, 2 already pushed up on A with Magnum.
Not sure a
offer
chamber
some
comp
relief
should
on
be
the
getting
C
8
side.
on attack, but
Couple wild shots, and it's a stack of 4.
I feel like he's also
Was
got
a stack
8
of 4,
first
now
kills.
3, heading on towards A to take back the space given up by Enterprise at this point as they start to fill the sites.
Are they
4 to
replaying
5
the same clip?
seconds.
No, he's saying it after every round.
Yeah, Enterprise just giving a little bit more respect to Fnatic on the A side of the map, as there is a rotation now called by the defense. Lime gets caught on the jump spot though. It's Cloud
Hey,
to
it's
take his
every
head
first
clean off.
kill.
And Fnatic actually just looking to sell further pressure on this right-hand side, turn it into a fake as the spike is making its way towards C.
Yeah, same time though, two players I should say, towards B, so rotation shouldn't be
Did
too
Fireflux
far
look good?
away
I
should
think
they need them,
Fireflux
but
look really
you're
good.
really looking at Enterprise to play
I
as a
think
unit, 'cause
they
we've not
have
seen
the
that on a
best
retake.
summit
I
in
mean, it's
EMEA.
so far gone
From
now
what I've
at this
seen.
point in time, though. Enterprise aren't going to be able to
We're only
close
one
the
map
gap
into
before
it,
the
but
spike goes in. It's getting
dude,
very
the spike
close,
nearly
but
didn't get
because of
planted, by the
flying,
way.
there's no chance to nade back
They
through.
threw it to
Kayak
Raze.
double.
Raze missed the
And
satchel.
while
Raze then
Crashies
had
will
to
fall
throw
on
it
the
up to
opposite side of the
Bolster.
map, there's so much real estate for Fnatic
And
to move into.
then Raze had to kill someone.
Yeah, I mean,
His
you've got
Bolster
every
ran
corner
the
to clear,
gauntlet.
loads of question marks to try and play into, and at this point in time, it should all be done. It is a 9-3
Yeah, it's a
half for
solid
Fnatic
half, man.
to bounce
I feel like they had
back
every
after
single
that
first kill
13-0.
after the first 4
answering
rounds.
a lot of questions in this opening attack half, but again, that's not where the problems tended to stem from in their previous appearance. And as we know, it's been a tough time in the Fnatic camp as of late, so we
They
have an
don't know.
opportunity
You actually
to
just don't
hear
know.
from both
You're
his
right.
reflections
Dude, look at
on
it.
what it is exactly that's been going wrong.
Dude, imagine he hit that shot though. Because he had the chance to kill the spike.
Expectations are dangerous.
Fnatic, nothing clicked here on Ascent at all.
Honestly, that Heretics Ascent game just felt like I had no options.
13-0.
What happened? But since the Liquid game, we've been really trying to keep up the vibes and keep up the positive calming. I don't know what's going on. Like, we're just not killing them. It's the first real time I've been in this situation where I just feel like this feels tough. I believe in myself, but I think there's been some losses this year that have really hurt my self-belief. And so this year's been a lot about trying to gain it back and try and find ways to get myself into the game and get myself into being an impactful player. And so yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. If there's a place to like try and push it through, like it's the last dance, like it's your last run, then this is it. At the end of the day, we need to shoot.
Marie, thank you so much for the prime. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Last run? I mean, it's pretty much everyone's last run. All the rosters are getting changed next year. This is his last run. It's not going to be his last run. He might even say it's his last run, and then a Chinese team is going to come to him,
Exactly
and they're going to offer him like 4 times the salary that he's on now, and he's going to go, actually, do you know what?
For them here.
I'll have one more go at
it. And for them, a rude awakening as they finally arrive in the Promised Land. It's a project which has been years in the making, but their VCT debut only having 3 rounds in the first
One
half.
more last dance.
I mean, the thing for Enterprise is that they have
I don't think
had
he's going to
a pretty
retire anyway this
easy
year.
time with it. And if you want to have an easy time,
He-
Barcelona, make
He's
sure
too
to
stubborn. He won't want to retire on this year.
Thank you.
I like that.
Stubborn
By
in a good
the
way.
sea, of course. So yeah, plenty of chances to relax and unwind, I imagine. You looked a little confused there. You weren't
I
sure
was
where
wondering,
Barcelona was.
No, I was wondering where you were going with that. I know
yeah,
exactly where
sun-
Barcelona is. I was there a couple of weeks ago.
Sand and Valorant. Scouting it out, were you?
Unless he wins champs. Oh, unless he wins champs, then he's out of there. That's the only way I see it happening.
Toxic
A great shot.
But there we go.
That was the guy at the back.
Opening kill. And so it's off to a better start here, but Kayak instant trade through the smoke. And that is Alpha Year down. Something that we're going to be talking about a lot, I think, on this defender side is how exactly the chamber factors into their plans.
Typically, we see that chamber playing towards C. You can TP back. Remember, it was the Petit before me and you first seen it for. There's a callback.
Yeah.
As right now, Fnatic are clearing out A.
Link and his boys, of course. But yeah, a long way away.
I mean, it's a free site.
And looking at it here, I mean, Enterprise have the C site at their complete disposal, and it's situations like this where you want to see them take a little bit of extra ground.
Smokes his teammates off.
Up a post plant, and with the flash being heard by Boaster in CT, should have a rough idea of how this one looks.
He's acting big over here. And then they're going to get there as the smoke. It should be pretty nice for Fnatic. Depends on how much info they get from Alluri back at site.
It's Alluri who actually finds all the information.
Oh, here's multiple. And a molly, they might know it's 3.
For any fight to come to that main stack, which still hasn't come, finally. Attention back towards main as Fnatic find themselves space in towards water. Over the top, and Alluri caught out. Magnum trying to come round the other side, but this has been a disaster of a pistol round for
fair play, that was nice.
Fnatic.
It was good from Fnatic, they're very calm on this one. I gotta say, Crashy's doing a great job here. He's the one that didn't commit over towards site as well, right? Knew someone might take a timing or a peek to try and get him.
Yeah, and so Fnatic capitalizing on the opportunity. And I think the difference here that you're seeing, really,
it was Cloud? Oh, okay, yeah, Cloud did good.
Not only is it
this one. Okay, yeah, Cloud.
Strategically, but the individuals are showing up as well. And I guess at this stage in the game, mental is almost out of the question. A pretty stoic look on some of these players as they
don't
know the task at hand. I'm hoping that the next time we show that,
I can feel the rage of the casters from here.
The words by now.
I like that they don't like it.
Yeah, well, I mean, Fnatic
Dude, they've gone for a force buy by the way. This is a force buy, they're getting melted. Who force buys in A defaults?
Yeah, we can if you want.
No, please don't.
Cairo karaoke?
No.
Sleep.
Cairo K. It's a force buy here from Enterprise, actually. But I mean, they've been ground down to dust
for the tier 2.
Quickly.
Thank you so much, man. Appreciate the 19 months.
Yeah, they've forced into it, but they've got 2 stingers.
Thank you for that, mate.
Hardly a force.
Yeah,
but
like,
force.
Yeah, but the point I was trying to make is that it's no big weapons at the back of this. It's been mostly sheriffs and stingers.
Is that not what a force buy is?
No. Sheriffs and stingers, no.
Anyway,
they've been watching TMB's videos.
And as you say,
mate, I wouldn't suggest an A default.
Again, Enterprise don't have too much.
Why would you take the long range duels?
Enterprise have tried to
Did you mention that in the video?
Fight into it. Crashes is already on this flank. And yeah, Enterprise haven't even considered it. The rest are now coming in to get rid of Causey.
I mean, that's the
map
done.
Just when you thought this was going to be the
Ivy with the tier 1, appreciate the
VCT,
39 months.
VCT have clapped back.
Thank you so much for the tier 1.
Final series. And Enterprise
do they replay it this one?
One of the teams to actually lose first to a VCT team.
Well, not just lose, but get blown out of the water in this kind of fashion, right? I think the start of the
they should bait him. They should show him starting to sing it and then cut him off.
Of a similar result. It took them, you know, a map or so to get climatized to the stage, but you don't expect that from this Enterprise team. Some household names in there for those that have followed the scene long enough. Patatech, Magnum.
Yeah, EP just in the
stage 2 winner
just
from
the force
last year.
pit.
And you know, kickoff champ a couple years before. There are titles behind this roster.
Super, thank you so much, mate. Thank you for that.
And so,
mate.
Couple rifles in there, upgraded pistols, whatever they can cobble together. This is to stop Fnatic from getting map point on their opponent's pick.
From trying to end this one in such a quick fashion. This is looking like a very quick C pivot. Alpha Year does still have his TP, and I imagine that's going to be used very quickly. It is. And no connection at all. But a response from Fnatic in the fact that Crash has been brought across.
Yeah, just fortifying
Some of the most
C-site.
ambitious
All
headhunters
drops,
I've
and
ever
Alfio's playing
seen.
up close. It's a half check from Lime, but he does eventually cotton onto it. Crashy's playing in behind here, but only good for one. So Enterprise doubling up, man advantage available for them, but Boaster interrupting things. Lime caught drifting towards CT, and the spike yet to arrive as the rotation is called.
Yeah, it's a 3-on-3, and
left.
whoa, that spike pivoting back to B now.
The pivot back to B is pretty
Magnum
nice.
the outlet, he was detached playing from A at the start of the round in this 2-2-1.
Lotus has got an Omen Flash for Heaven.
So as it does get
Once they
planted
find
in,
him here.
Boaster thinking still about Patatech from the periphery. Half an eye on Waterfall as he walks back in. He's dealt a little bit of damage. Paranoia there. Kayak catching Magnum on the overextension instead. It's 1v1s all across the map, and Enterprise starting to win some of these duels now. Util dropped into the feet of Allura, who's trying to play from spot, but Kayak gets
Oh,
another,
they
and
won that
Boaster
as
has
well.
a grip
Double
on the
20 HP,
Waterfall
all to
push.
celebrate.
The fuse is lit, and Fnatic
Hey, look
have
at
a
him go.
fire underneath them, fighting their way back into this one.
Jaja, he
And in
popped
the
the ult when there
opening
was one
map,
remaining.
a
Chill.
dominant start.
Dazzle, thank you so
Very
much.
well played.
Appreciate the Prime as well.
Fnatic
Thank you
have
for the 8
shown
months.
exactly what they needed to. They needed a home ground. They needed a Lotus. They needed to show exactly what we expect of them heading into this play-ins and potentially playoffs run.
And I think that's crazy too, where we just assess the veto for a moment as well, that Fnatic have been given these 3 maps. When you look at it, yeah, we're talking about the past and what they've been known for, but it is still ultimately the same
they need some
identity
help.
for
They're getting
Fnatic. It's
annihilated.
the same leadership structure with Boaster. So Lotus into split into Haven does feel a little lopsided in my eyes.
And I think as well, while we've seen Enterprise dominate Tier 2, right, I think at the same time, it's not a different problem that we've seen outside of Tier 1. It's probably pretty much more of the same. And I think that's maybe why Fnatic are looking so comfortable. They know how to respond to the pushes and the push and pull of this map, especially Lotus.
And to be honest, that was probably the main driving force for me, at least, behind slightly leaning towards Fnatic on this one, because I think of the 2 sides, Alluri was an in-game leader who felt fairly unproven even in Tier 2 up until his inclusion on this Enterprise
not
team,
talking,
in my
mate.
eyes at least.
Isn't
he
it
won titles in
12-3?
DAC in the past, but when
Doesn't
it
need
came
to do
into
anything.
regional competition, looking towards Ascension, for example,
Not gonna
there was
start
always a
singing
bit of a
They Don't
drop-off,
Know.
and it did feel readable. The system that he's now built with this team, of course, is showing its strength, or has shown its strength, and you've got the support of Ito and Shadow as well, but most notably, it's just a different caliber when you get to
Of course.
VCT.
I mean, you look at what Fnatic, 4
Why
out of
not?
5
I mean, he
players
could.
that was in that grand final.
I'm not sure it's the
Chance
style, though.
is still in this roster, and they've actually moved to a system that's trying to accommodate Cloud, that's trying to get Kayak into the best position, and it seems to be working. When Kayak is 19-6, you know that it's a good day. And I mean, that's been one of the biggest issues, is Fnatic not finding these entries.
Set up the chamber over towards C. Rotates going in.
And again, statistically, Kayak was one of the lowest performers for someone who hauled home 4 different individual accolades at the end of last year in EMEA. Most notably Player of the Year, of course. And looking at it here, just one more round to close it out. Enterprise already starting to take some space as they envelop B main. Warning shots sent their way. It's Alpha out on an island with the TP here. Breaks the dog and still hangs around. Alluri's got to fight to take this space off him. It's the player moving in through doors, which eventually gets him off the line.
50 seconds. Full control.
Slime now, though.
Now they just got to make a call.
In towards B main with Spike, and needs to be careful he doesn't give anything
there's the
away.
spike.
That's huge from Kayak.
Makes it a lot harder to make a call when that's going on.
Near this part of the map, and a huge miss. Magnum now doesn't manage to get caught off guard, but has taken a boatload of damage.
Yeah, standing up and being counted on the Enterprise side for once, and you can see quickly trying to shift this
Get over
into a C
towards
execution.
C.
With the Seekers heading in that direction, but Fnatic are prepared for this. They've got bodies in the way, and there's only 16 seconds left.
10 seconds.
So much. Does give himself away with the fire of his rifle, but
Time running
Boaster gets 2 massive kills. Alluri, though,
There's no
opens
time, he's just
up
gotta stick
an
it.
avenue to get that spike down. Magnum had to protect and
God, they
can't.
annihilated
Spike
them on
go in,
this.
but
This is
Fnatic
EP's
will
map
take
pick as
them
well.
up. An unbelievable
We hyped it
start,
up, and
considering
Fnatic
how
have
that match against
absolutely
Celtics
stomped him on
went.
this one.
Yeah, not a single round in the previous map, but they only let 3 pass them by here.